Good morning. Today, I promise to you that I'm going to deliver your project on time and within budget. I'm Rachel Marker, a principal and partner with Arcturus. Arcturus is a commercial architecture and design firm founded in 1977. And I bring to this conversation today 22 years of experience in my industry. And what I have realized is I am a walking contradiction of my very own industry. And today we're going to go on a journey. And that journey is about technology and innovation and what this program has shown us as to how we can do things differently within our industry. So let's talk about our business challenge. It's really about communication and it's about technology and how we're able to communicate with our clients, internally and externally, and doing it the right way. You may have a preconceived bias that this solution already exists, and I'm here to tell you today it does not exist, and this Catapult program helped us vet out our business challenge, and you're going to see what that solution is, and the dollars, time, resources, and the impact that has on data loss, security, and encryption. So sit back and relax, and we're going to talk about the effort it takes to be productive. So we researched many different types of technology, public platforms, private platforms, and third-party platforms, and again, we realized that none of this solution does not exist. So how are we currently doing it within Arcturus? So we have our corporate headquarters located in St. Louis. I am located in the great state of Texas, and we often have times that we need to transfer large bits of information back and forth, large encrypted files, and we have a proprietary software that we use, and even within our own firm, we have a hard time communicating. And while we don't send our files to our personal email addresses, we have to sometimes upload them to our files, to our server files, to be able to talk back and forth. And what does that do? That takes time, that takes money, and that has to do with morale. So what are we experiencing with our external clients? I'm going to give you a scenario, and it's going to sound like a phone call. Bing, bing, bing. Hey, this is Rachel with Arcturus. Hi, Mr. Facilities Manager. Guess what? We have 50% construction documents completed, and we are ready to have a conversation about what your project looks like. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to send you a Teams invitation, and then I'm going to send you a file through Nuforma, and it is highly secure and it's encrypted. We're going to hope that you're going to get it and that your firewall is going to let you receive that file. And then we're going to go to a third-party platform, and we're going to share and talk about that information. Perfect, right? I send that little Teams email, off goes the file, and then I get either a phone call, usually a phone call, and they say to me, Rachel, we need for you to send that Teams invite to my personal email address because my firewall within my organization will not allow me to share files. But I can do it from my home, my Yahoo, and my Google address. So at this point, ask me no questions. I will tell you no lies. We send it, and we hope for the best. And what we realize that this is the fear of most chief technology officers, that the minute they then send those files, we've sent them to the proper email address. Once they send those files to their home, that huge risk of data loss has just increased. So what does that mean from a revenue impact perspective? Let's just take it easy. Let's think about what does that mean for Arcturus. And this is going to be some really fast math, so I know I'm the first one up, so hope you had your coffee. So if we have one employee that bills out at $110 an hour, they're having technical difficulties for 10 minutes. 10 minutes times 3 times a week, that is 30 minutes. So that $110 employee, $55. $55 times 52 weeks times 50 employees, that's $143,000. That's going out the window before we can start a meeting. What does that $143,000 mean to a company like Arcturus? We're a $9 million firm. That could be 2 salaries. Really? That could be our philanthropic budget. We could double our philanthropic efforts within the industry. Not to mention what that's doing from a morale standpoint. So this is when it gets really big and really impactful. So let's think about all the organizations that we work with within the Fortune 100, the Fortune 10. So we have that same employee, 110, those hourly rates may vary. So we're just gonna stick with the fast math. They have 10 minutes, 30 minutes, $55 an hour, 52 weeks, 5,000 employees. That bottom number, $14,300,000 is going out the window. Not to mention all the soft costs that are happening with it, like I mentioned, within our organization. But the bigger factor is that loss of data and the security impact just keeps increasing as technology increases. So what is our solution? The Catapult program helped us find one possible solution. And it's not only gonna help validate us, but it will also extend not only beyond Arcturus, but also with the new tools that we've learned within empathy interviewing for our hypotheses and to formulate our solution. So very quickly, we want folks to come to our webpage. We want them to land on our portal. It's gonna be super simple. They're gonna sign in with their own personal sign-on. And then at that moment, they're gonna jump over to how are we gonna communicate? They have 3 secure options. They have an API token that they can take that token and we can go anywhere on the network. They have the let's collaborate. Let's just share those files back and forth. And then we have the third, let's meet and collaborate. Let's look to go to a third-party platform, which could be Bluebeam, which is a proprietary software within the AEC industry. Choose your communication method, and then let's head over to the dashboard. What we learned during the Catapult program when we had to be live apps was let's make those dashboards really super simple. And so here we have 4 tabs. We have the history tab, we have the projects tab, we have an inbox, and we have a share. Those tabs are self-explanatory, and when it comes to anything having to do with your project, they will land and rest on our secure and virus-free environment. And most importantly, all of the project information will stay safe and sound with all of our clients' technology protocols. So we'll be talking. So the momentum is moving fast. These are some of the clients that we've already had conversations with. They know they have these issues. They know they have technology issues, and files are leaving their secured servers, just all in the effort of production and efficiency. So what we need from our clients is for them to continue on giving us the conversation and the level of technology that they need. So what have we done so far? We have already started to have those empathy interviews with CIOs, CTOs, corporate project managers, other folks within the construction, engineering, and architecture industry, and they are all on board. And then we just kind of wrap it all in. We're gonna look at doing some beta testing. We've talked to our subject matter experts. We need to look at files at risk and files at rest. We need to further explore that. We need to continue those conversations with Bluebeam to make sure that we understand what that looks like. Best case scenario for full implementation could be 1 to 3 years, and 1 to 2 years. And we really hope if we are chosen to be partnering with Capital One and make that time go even faster. So let's talk about partnering. This is our dream team within Arcturus. We have 2 principals. We have a building information modeling specialist, and we have a couple of millennials, our third-party software, and hopefully we have you in the end if chosen. My key learning programs are super simple. Program, the design thinking with Holly Chasen, empathy interviews. We had Blake Bellman who taught me, Rachel, this is not just a communication tool, this is about data loss. Then we have Marty in the back who encouraged me to think bigger, broader, and inspired me to do more. When I had my initial interview for this application, I said, Catapult, choose us. As I stand here today, Catapult, choose us again. We want to be your partner, and we believe we have the right solution to change our industry. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and we hope to have an opportunity to continue to work with you more. So, who has the first question?
What was the aha moment that says this was a true opportunity?
Within this program, or just what got me here?
No, to see this problem and then deciding that you wanted to solve it.
So I've been in the industry for 22 years, and I've been sitting in these meetings, and I sit and I'm like, they're $100, they're $200, they're $400, they're $75. Like, this is ridiculous. We have to find a way to increase to have better efficiency. And this was the platform when I saw this program come out, when it talked about technology and innovation. I knew that this is where I could find the right subject matter experts who could help me identify how to get it done.
Do you see this solution being something that you could share with your peers in the industry? Like, is this a need that is across the board that no one's really solving?
Absolutely. So that's the greatest part. One of the slides that I had, and I took out, there were like all these little question marks, and then with this little Archer's A at the end. And if we don't do it, somebody else will do it. And I don't believe in competition within our industry. I believe that we are future partners. So I have spoken to probably 5 to 10 folks within the architecture, engineering, and construction industry. And they are all like, Rachel, I know, we sit all around that table, or we sit on some teams, and it's a waste of time and it's a waste of money. An hour meeting is really 45 minutes. And everyone is on board. They're like, go, go, go. So yes, sharing it is huge. And then sharing it not only within our industry, but with our clients, and the impact that that can have with being able to have meetings be more efficient. So we don't, those costs, when I do a project for you, we have an hourly billable rate, but we're not saying negative 10 minutes off that hourly rate for us to get together and have a conversation. So in the end, it helps our clients, it helps us, and it helps our industry be stronger.
Talk to me about the team you have on the ground and their ability to actually build a file sharing system, which I'm guessing you're not spending a whole lot of time with. So how would you think about actually getting the right resources and talent to do that?
So what's really unique, I'm gonna back up if that's okay. Okay, so this is the team that we have proposed. Myself, we have Megan, who she is an architect. John Prather is an architect who heads up basically our technology in-house.
Okay.
But then the big G underneath, that stands for Goodell and Lett.
Okay.
That is our third-party software provider that has been running our technology for the last 7 years. And we consider ourselves innovators when it comes to technology. We've been on the Revit platform. We are always early adopters when it comes to technology within our industry. And this screams early adapter, and we want to have that opportunity.
Market opportunity. Tell me more around the market size in year 1, 2, 3, when you capture it. What would that look like?
So the question is, what does my market share look like for 1, 2, and 3? What type of clients? So market share, first and foremost, we want to make sure that as an organization, as Arcturus as an organization, that we understand how we can continue to streamline our internal processes in order to communicate better between the two offices, because our intention, we've been around for 42 years, our intention is to grow to even more additional offices. So the greater market share are those conversations that I've had with AT&T, the head of global real estate, the head of real estate, who says to me, Rachel, we consider ourselves a technology company, and we see that this is a huge opportunity for us to do something different. While we're a technology company, we do the same thing. We have chief technology officers who have put these amazing protocols in place, but what's still happening is the workaround for productivity. And if we can find a way to share those documents, and I just happen to be in commercial architecture, it could be in law, it could be in healthcare, you name it, whatever it looks like. So for me, to answer your question, I would go back to AT&T. They're a client that we are in final negotiations of talking about how we can do some workplace strategies for them. We go back to an existing client who is a financial client. And then lastly, as I mentioned, we would start with ourselves because we have to make sure that we know what we're doing. And we want to be the test pilot to make sure before we go out to the others. And we have to have those conversations with those other clients to make sure we understand what those technology needs are and that we're implementing it during the research and development aspect of it.
Thank you, Rachel.